So this is a pretty simple program using, I got a Raspberry Pi 3 and a SenseHat that is built into a little bit of Lego that has been ripped out of a Lego building, because it's going to serve as some kind of lighthouse, which will be a project that I developed. But it's a very simple program that will turn on each LED light in turn, column by column. And so here is the program. Just uses two simple loops. Okay, so the first line imports the SenseHat and creates a new object of it where it says sense equals SenseHat, and we import the time. Line 4, we clear the SenseHat, and what I want to do is gradually increase the brightness or the level of blue in the RGB spectrum. So I have a variable, an integer variable called color range blue, which I set at 50, so it's visible. It's pretty light, but it's still visible. So then I enter into the first loop for X in range 8. So that will cycle through numbers 0 to 7. So it'll loop round 8 times, but immediately I go into the second loop for Y in range 8, which will also loop round 7 times, because if you notice, the array of LEDs here is 8 by 8. So that first loop, when it goes round, we'll set it to say column 0. We'll call it column 0, and then we'll go into the Y loop, which will light every row from 0 to 7. And then the loop will go round again back to X, which will then take it to column 1, hopefully. And so what we do is, once we enter the loop, sense.set pixel, so we set the pixel, so X, Y. So rather than using set coordinates, we use the variables counted by the 4 next loops. And then what we do is we give it it gives it an RGB value. So no red, no green, set those to 0. Although if you want to create variables, you can muck around with those. And then the blue value is set to color range blue, which is the one that will change. The next line, we get it to sleep for 0.1 seconds, so it doesn't all light just at once. We actually get to see the effect, the delay effect. And then what we do is we increase the color range blue by 2. So hopefully it will get more blue, or it'll appear to get brighter as it goes through. So if we run this program now, hopefully what we'll do is get to see it actually working. So here we go, running the program. So SenseHat clears, and there we go. I don't know how clear it is on the camera, but you can see it's getting brighter and brighter and brighter as it goes through and loops through each of those arrays in turn. So that's how to use loops with the SenseHat and the array of LEDs.